Welcome to the Will Leitch Show. I am the aforementioned Will Leitch, and I thank you for spending part of your day with me. Today's show is about small towns. I am from Mattoon, Illinois. Now, I know when I say Illinois, to most people, they think of Chicago. But Mattoon is actually closer to Kentucky than it is to Chicago. Illinois is basically Nebraska with Chicago at the top, and I am from the Nebraska part. I am 2 hours away from the closest airport. I went to my senior prom dinner at the Olive Garden and had to drive 45 minutes to get there. On Saturday nights, we all got together and met at the stop sign. I'm from the middle of nowhere. Now, I was a kid before the internet connected everyone and made them all collectively dumber and meaner, so it was difficult to find much connection to the outside world. So I found mine through sports. All the big cities of the world might as well have been on Mars. I was pretty sure that New York City was fictional, like Atlantis or Narnia. But sports I can understand. They played baseball in Los Angeles and Houston and Miami and Tokyo, just like they did in Mattoon. Sports was familiar. Sports were something I could understand. And I think this gets forgotten about sports sometimes. We get so caught up in our regional rivalries and our personal obsessions and our dumb hot take plot lines. But that's not what sports are to most people at all. To most people, they're just a way to connect them to the rest of the planet, a way to escape the drudgery of day-to-day life, a way to feel like you're a part of the world when you otherwise don't feel like you are. It's the most universal thing a lot of people have. I always try to remember this when I'm writing about sports or talking about sports, that it's a privilege and a gift to get to think about sports so much. That getting to go to a Yankees game here in New York City or a Georgia football game back in my home in Athens, it's a rare thing I'm really lucky to get to do. Because there's a kid out there watching a Yankees game on television or a Georgia game on television and thinking it is the coolest thing in the world, and she can't imagine what it must be like to actually be there. Joe DiMaggio used to say, there is always some kid who may be seeing me for the first or last time, and I owe him my best. You can get too worn down by sports when you spend too much time around it. You get caught up in the drudgery, the ugliness, and all the extra junk. But it's important to remember that when you're a part of sports, that somewhere there's a kid who's seeing all of this for the first time and is just awed by it. Because you used to be that kid. I used to be that kid. It's sports! So let's try to remember, okay? This shit's really cool. Our guest today plays Cade on the hit Netflix series. What is that called? Ozark. Ozark is, of course, what it's called. It is the great Ozark. Our guest today is Trevor Long. Sure.
Hi, good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I slipped there.
Sorry, I forget. So I have to let you know, first off, I am from, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. It's good to hear.
I'm from the Midwest.
Yep.
I'm from central Illinois. Illinois is basically Nebraska with Chicago at the top.
Okay.
And I'm from the Nebraska part. So,
okay.
So I have, my dad has 8 brothers and sisters. I have a wide family throughout a very rural area.
Yeah.
So my question, you are from Rhode Island,
yes.
correct?
Yes.
How your character reminds me of many of my family members.
Oh,
so you and
wow.
I have just met today,
Yeah.
but I feel like you've been talking to them at some point.
Well, of course.
Of course. I was wondering who that guy was at the reunion.
And like a lot of the guys on the set, because we shot in Georgia,
Right.
you know, a lot of the guys in the crew and stuff, these guys be all talking, you know, they get some of them, they got the accents very everywhere. And so it was just great to
to nail it, right?
You know, just to listen to them. But yeah, of course, the Missouri accent's a little different.
Yeah, of course.
But you know, it's still that rhythm, it's still that kind of feel. So it was just good to hear those guys talking and just like hanging with them on set.
It's funny. This is one of my things. I love talking to actors that usually don't use their actual accent. I talked to Matthew Rhys one time.
Really?
Yeah, like from Matthew Rhys from The Americans.
Yeah.
And he's so good on that show.
Yeah.
And then I talked to him like, oh right.
Yeah.
You're British.
Okay.
I am like totally.
the Brits are taking over.
Yeah, and it's wild. And like, so to talk to you now, like you sound like you're from Rhode Island.
Yeah. Well, come on, like Pakyaka. I mean, that's it's almost like Boston, but
I guess you have enough. You've been in enough different places that you.
Yeah, I mean, people can't. I don't know. Some people think I sound Irish, which is strange. I mean,
someone told me
I am Irish.
Yeah,
but people think that I'm like talking like from Dublin or something.
Right.
Yeah, but no.
But no, because this is that's what I find fascinating about this is you were in Low Winter Sun. You've done a lot of things, but this definitely is. I think it's clearly been like the breakthrough. I think this is where a lot of people I think have known you first. So do they think that like, oh, there's that guy, there's Cade. That's how he talks when you walk down.
Well,
is that happening yet?
You know, it's so funny. no one. I mean, I'll talk to people like just like I'm talking to you.
Yes, sir.
And they'll, the show will come up or something, but they have no idea I'm in it. They cannot. I'm talking to mothers when I'm dropping off my son to school.
Right.
And they're like, "Oh my God, I just finished Ozark season 2."
I hate that.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, if I saw that Cade guy, I'd punch him in the face right now.
They have no idea.
That's great.
You know what it is? I think people can't make the switch in their head. Like, there's a guy in a very, well-to-do neighborhood in Brooklyn Heights who's playing this total, trailer guy, like bad guy. I just think their brain can't make that jump when they see him, which is a compliment.
Yeah, that means that's good, right? Like, it would be weird.
Yes.
It's both good.
Yes.
It's both good that you're a good actor, and also good that you are not, in fact, acting like him when you are dropping your children off at school.
That would be very true.
That would be.
Yanking him.
Yes, I lived in Brooklyn Heights myself. I do not think that would go over.
No, it would not go well.
But no, to me that's what's funny, because I think Ozark. I thought it'd be kind of funny to have the idea, because you show up in the first season, but only briefly.
Yeah, very
you kind
briefly.
of loom
in
over.
prison.
So yes, exactly.
I loom. Yes.
You loom over the narrative.
Yes.
I suppose.
They talk about me a lot.
Yeah.
So your imagination thinks, my God, who is this beast of a human being? Because they're all terrified.
Of course.
So my work was done before I even had to show up, because everybody's building him up so well.
Yeah, we've been doing that actually. This is our
They do that with you here.
episode.
Yeah.
We've actually done this on the 23 episode. We've actually mentioned you specifically in passing, and there's a lurking thing coming.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
Security was really rough with me.
Yeah, now you know why. Now you know
Yeah.
why. They're like, this is the one. He's finally here. So I probably should have told you.
I would dip if I was allowed. I have my chip, because I did actually dip.
Oh, did you actually dip?
Yeah, I was doing the Copenhagen.
So you'd never dipped before?
Oh yeah.
Did you dip? Did you when you were like a kid, or?
Young, in high school I dipped, college.
Yeah. Oh wow, you actually Did you ever smoke?
Very long time ago, and that's how I quit smoking.
Oh yeah, that's how you quit. Was it?
Yeah, and then dip is so disgusting that you're like, all right, get this out.
Yeah, that's that.
But I did do it. They didn't show too much of it, but I was dipping a bit in the season, because I just felt I could have.
Is there like a fake dip?
There is.
Non...
I just wanted to see the.
Oh, you did.
Spit.
Right.
You see the brown stuff come out, and it's just gross.
I remember what my dad used to chew as well.
Yeah.
And he used to not only chew, he would make fun of the people that would have the little packets.
Oh, the little pouch.
Yeah, the little pouch.
Yeah.
He's like, please, you're doing a pouch with your.
I did both. I did Copenhagen pouch and then the long cut.
So was it harder? So was it harder? Was it hard to quit? Did you?
Yes, it was. In fact, I have a nicotine pouch in my mouth.
You do,
right now.
because I smoked for 12 years.
Yeah.
And I used Chantix. That stuff.
Did that work?
Yeah, it worked. Yeah. It's the thing that people always tell you.
Yeah,
it's gonna make you crazy.
Yeah.
I have a friend that did a ton of drugs and handled them all just fine, but Chantix is the thing that got him. It made him absolutely crazy. So I quit smoking, but I was fine. I had no issues at all.
Yeah.
But then people were like, "Well, congratulations on quitting smoking." I'm like, I took a pill. That's like cheating. But so you're still in the patch now. You're still.
It's not a patch. It's a nicotine pouch, like dip. Almost.
Okay.
No tobacco, and I got it in now.
But it didn't start. But you had quit. Did the show make you do this?
No.
Like the show didn't make you come back.
In fact, the director.
Watching Netflix.
In fact, the last director was like, "Are you really dipping?" It was like, "That's just disgusting." I'm like, "Yeah,
No, I'm just so method.
Yeah.
I'm so method.
No,
I've never touched this
not at
stuff
all.
in my life.
Not at all method, but I just thought, it was a freebie to dip.
Right. So you're a golf guy. You play some golf. So what do you think of the Tiger Woods kind of reconnaissance?
Amazing.
The Tiger Assance.
It's what was it? 2000. What was the last championship you won? Was 2013 or something like that. Yeah. So it's amazing. I mean, he may win another one. Yeah. I think. Did you see the crowd behind him?
Yeah, it was funny to me
They'd never seen anything like that.
I thought you would have thought. The PGA Championship. It's a good tournament, but it's not to me. It's always the majors, right? He was supposed to win a major. He was supposed to pass Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that everyone's like, the comeback has returned. He's done it. He's back. I think says more about us that we just really, really want Tiger to be back.
Yeah, and he was such an underdog now after all these years, when it's just life just kind of started taking so it was pretty cool.
I think it's great. And I'm always a defender of Tiger Woods. It still feels kind of weird to be like, he has overcome the adversity of a whole sorts of excesses,
back
from
surgeries.
To me that
and,
I get it.
And obviously marital stuff. I mean,
it's funny, but it's clear we want to root for him. I think like no matter what, even when he had his scandal and all that stuff, it's clear that they've wanted to. Because I think golf's more interesting with him.
Yeah. It is, and I think I think he's going to win another one. I don't know if he's going to go on a streak, but I think he'll hit another one. For sure. I was there in when we were shooting. They were doing the Masters there.
Oh, yeah, you were
I had
just
gone. Yeah.
So where do you shoot? What do you?
Lake Lanier.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Lake Lanier, Eagle Rock Studios, which is where the sound studios are.
Everything is shot in Georgia these days.
Everything.
The entire,
Mark Wahlberg was in my hotel. Saw him a bunch of times.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Nice guy.
Yeah, yeah. I see him
He's
right
a
back here.
nice
I live
guy.
in Georgia now, and I see him.
He's a big golfer.
He's a big guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Big.
He's just a lot of things.
You guys, Jack.
Yeah, it
He
feels
gets
like-
up at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
works
that
out.
feels. I don't know when he has time to act. Actually,
I know.
So you have a movie as well that called Seeds that
Yeah.
that your
Yes.
brother wrote and directed. Is that correct?
It's his story. We hired a writer.
Okay, so he wrote
He
it.
directed it.
Okay.
Yeah, and what was cool too is the character is completely different. So I'm like this well-to-do, he comes from a good background, very wealthy, inventor, reclusive, internal, very intelligent, quiet. So it was complete opposite of Cade. So that's nice. I mean, they're both kind of coming out at the same time,
right.
which is really cool. And so it's I was about 145 pounds. I was like really
Yeah. How long
skinny.
ago did you film it? How long?
4 years ago.
4 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
So did you chew for that role? Or did you...
No, I did.
I'm starting to think you're not chewing for roles.
I had to take pills for that. No, they were fake pills. No dip in that one.
No dip
This
in
guy did not dip.
Yeah. I feel embarrassed that I don't have any dip for.
You know, I would have, but I would have nothing to spit in except,
Yes.
well, maybe that.
Just go to the floor.
Do you allow if someone wants to come in and dip?
I think it's more allowed than smoking. I think
Yeah.
It's probably more allowed than smoking. Is it allowed?
Is it allowed?
It is
They allow dipping?
Quite not allowed.
Yeah, you know, it's funny.
Yeah.
It was funny when I had my spit cup in one of the scenes, and we were taking a break, and it was empty. But I went up, we were up in the green room, or whatever, for like 50. It was like a 10-minute walk. It was like 1 a.m, and I get this call. One of the PAs goes, "You need to go back down to the set. They want to talk to you." I'm like, "Oh, what's going on with that?" And the AD was like, "Could you remove your spit cup? Nobody wants to touch it." It's just
It's
like,
funny, man, like,
what? It's
like,
empty.
hey, yeah.
I mean, you can't pick it. I was like, oh, come on.
It does seem to me there's probably not a lot of chewing on most main Netflix.
Probably not.
Sets. It's hard to. I don't know if that.
You
was,
can't smoke. I smoke in the show, but they're herbal.
Right. So even if you have it, even if you actually are a smoker.
I
cannot
mean,
smoke
maybe outside they'd allow it.
Right.
It
But
depends.
but if you cannot smoke
Frowned
an actual
upon.
cigarette. on
Nope.
set. Wow, that's good to know.
Yeah.
It's just I doubt like comedians in cars getting coffee it has a lot of chewing. I don't think Seinfeld is.
Yeah, I don't think
I think of
Seinfeld.
Netflix shows.
It'd be kind of interesting if he dipped.
He would. I feel like he would die. Like he would take one chew of
yeah,
it
and just fall.
keel over,
Yeah.
and that would be it. All right, now we're going to do frivolous questions of dubious imports. Questions
Okay.
specifically put for you.
Okay,
sir.
good.
So
Let's be
come along,
dubious.
So be prepared. First off, do you think Ozark would be better if it were shot in front of a live studio audience?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's
No way.
a funny idea though.
No,
right?
it's a funny. It would be a good
'Cause
comedy.
You've done theater, like you've done a lot.
Oh,
of
I
theater.
did a
Yeah,
lot
so-
of theater.
So,
yeah,
so,
I would think it would be disaster.
I think it'd be,
Yeah.
just.
And then you see everything, and people are like, "This doesn't.
Yeah,
this
this
doesn't work."
this is-
yeah, no.
But they would know it's real trial. You are from Rhode Island.
Yes.
Are New England sports fans insane from birth, or does it just being a New England sports fan make them insane?
Birth.
Birth. So it's just from out of the womb.
Yeah, they're just insane. You got a lot of Irish there too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
So-
the Irish. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're pretty intense.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Duly noted. That's good to know.
And they're crazy when they're from birth too. So
Did like the Patriots and the Red Sox getting so good? Did it make them worse? I feel like it made them worse.
what made who? Their
Made the fans worse. It
Oh,
made them
yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Like it
of
made them
course.
like
Yeah.
like they're all like Tom Brady is just like
Yeah.
the football thing.
Patriot fans are pretty.
They're intense.
all-
man.
Yeah,
They're just
yeah.
the Boston people.
So
are
are the
intense.
Red Sox fans. They're just insane. Much more than where I grew up in Pittsburgh. Or
Pittsburgh, right.
Yeah.
They were crazy in Pittsburgh, but just
Yeah, they were,
they're more
but
simple.
not a little more friendly.
If you could could wish to play one professional sport, that'd be dominant at the sport. What?
Dominant?
Yeah, like you just choose it, like the
Yeah.
one thing, or
Yeah.
the event. Like to me, hitting a home run, just
Tennis.
Tennis, that would be the
Yeah.
thing. Why tennis?
You don't get beat up.
Better on the brain.
Better on the brain. I like this. You're fit, obviously, and I like the. I just like the competitiveness of it, and I like the single. I like the single one-on-one. I like that. I think, and I just think tennis players are pretty cool. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
I feel like tennis players are cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like
Yeah,
you're
Federer is
done
someone.
you're done in your
Yeah.
late 30s or mid 30s,
Yeah.
and you're done.
And then you just
And
you
just-
travel all the time.
You be commentators or whatever.
And
So
you get to go to like France and Australia.
and everyone loves tennis players.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, golf is up there, but golf is just not as exciting. And golf, if I could start out the best on golf, great. But the golf
to
when
get
they-
to be the best.
Oh
right?
man, they got to pay for everything.
See, this would be my problem with golf is,
Yeah.
as a competitive golfer, is
Yeah.
I would always feel like I did really, really well,
Yeah.
but I didn't like beat somebody.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you want to like
Right.
beat somebody, and like
Right.
that's what tennis kind of gives
and,
you.
and golf, it's just the mental part of it. I just would collapse.
Yeah.
It would just,
Yeah, I'm very mentally weak, so
I am
would
too.
not be able to handle that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've done a lot of theater.
Yes.
And one of the things I always think of as a professional athlete,
Yeah.
I couldn't do it because as aforementioned, physically weak.
Yeah.
But also, I would get so nervous that like I would like being on television, like being
Right.
all these people, forget television, but all these people, 50,000 people, like watching me
Yeah.
scratch my nose,
Yeah,
or if I
yeah.
have like a coughing fit or something.
If you were golfing.
If I were well, yeah. if I
Because
were
then
go-
you sit around so much. But if
Right.
you're like playing tennis, you're moving,
Right,
moving.
right.
It's so instinctual. I think you'd lose that.
But
right?
do you feel that like you've done tons of theater, you got all these
Right.
people watching you.
Yes.
I
Horrible. It's horrible.
we did one of these shows one
Yeah.
time, and I literally just started coughing like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the middle, and we were taping, so
Yeah.
you people never saw it.
Yeah.
But if that happens on stage, has that ever happened?
When in the audience when they do it?
Oh, yeah, if you've
Where
done it,
I
like-
start coughing.
Yeah, has that ever happened? Or coughing, or some sort of involuntary physical.
Yeah, I've lost my voice on stage.
Okay.
In the middle of
the show, so it was fine when it started.
to go and I had to really, and it was rough. I was scary.
Could
know.
you spit it into the character somehow? Like
I
they're
just-
degrading as the play goes along.
Yeah, because the guy was kind of a yeller, and it was just like he kind of worked, and he was just like it kind of was funnier because it was kind of a comedic piece, but yeah, that's the
That would be
only-
very scary.
It was a little.
What do you do with an audience person? Can you
when they really hack and
Yeah,
cough?
if like something like just you hear something in the audience.
Sometimes I'll just stare at them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'll just give them like a Peter Burton, Richard Burton.
Well, if they're
thing.
being rude, right? But
Yeah, or if it's just so.
Oh, right.
One time I was doing theater and I opened the play, right? It was a play for John Patrick Shanley play, Defiance. I played a military guy and I'm like yelling at the audience, and I was a gunnery sergeant. And it was an older crowd, it was a matinee, and right in the middle of my speech, I hear this older woman go, "So far, this is boring." I'm just like, so I started yelling at her.
Yeah. So you lost it. You went.
I kept doing it in
You kept the
character, like,
right.
"La, like yelling, because I couldn't believe it.
Oh,
I
that is
was
unreal.
like, my
I
God.
suspect she found it less boring after
Yeah,
that.
yes.
I suspect that probably.
Yeah.
This is another reason not to do Ozark in front of a live
Yes.
studio audience.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not so much a question,
Right.
but my mother
Yes.
loves Ozark. Like she loves
She
it
does.
passionately.
Did she see both seasons?
She's
or-
seen both seasons.
Okay.
And she wants me to tell you that you are a real creep.
I
She
am.
just wants me to she asked me to tell him,
Yeah.
tell him he's a real creep.
It's true.
Okay.
In the oh,
Did it?
God, look
I
at
did it.
there.
I told
Uh,
I said that you were a real
yeah,
creep. I did it, Mom. I hope you're happy. I actually did it.
It's true.
This is literally the first time I've ever pleased that woman. This is the first time that's ever happened.
I doubt that.
I finally did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was dark. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I mean, it was.
I'm just supposed to tell you that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
good. That's
supposed
a
to say-
compliment.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But
There'll be no awards for
I
Kate.
don't think she knows that the people on the screen are actors. I think she just thinks it's just happening live for.
So, isn't that funny?
It's really a wild
They
thing.
think, oh, he's really like that in real life.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's true. That's.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think you could beat Laura Linney in a foot race? She seems fast.
A foot race? I mean,
foot race.
running.
Yeah, like running. She seems fast. She's always seemed fast to me.
I think she'd beat me. You know, she's also taller than I.
Yeah, so she's got
longer
the,
legs.
She got
I think
the,
she would. Yeah,
the
I'm
gazelle's
gonna say
lope.
Laura Linney's probably shrewder and faster. Yeah.
Okay, just a couple more.
Yeah.
You've been shirtless on this show.
Yes, I will.
And I would feel like really nervous just having, because obviously you're shirtless on the, oh, Jesus.
yeah, God, you look, dude. Are you doing like
I gotta
P90X?
say, I'm working on something. I've been working on,
Yeah,
I lift
it's
a little
pretty
bit.
good.
A little bit.
I mean, your face looks a little odd on your.
Yeah, yeah. There was a,
You know,
there was
you're
a
a little-
car accident. And I just kind of, it's my ET neck. Is basically what it is. I just kind of jut out forward.
No,
it's
you
one of
look-
the
dude.
problems of doing that much bench pressing.
You look amazing.
But thank you very
yeah.
much. But like, I feel like it's cold. Like,
So the
is it
day we
cold?
shot that one
Right.
scene, it was snowing in Atlanta.
Oh right. Oh right.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah,
It was
the one
like the
time-
one time
yeah,
it
every place.
snowed,
Oh,
and I
wow.
had no shoes. I had to go out and do the. It was like it took a while.
Yeah, yeah.
They'd throw the coats on me,
Yeah.
but it was like.
Oh, so they do like the
Oh
minute
yeah,
you're
yeah.
off guy, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's all. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I always like it when shows or movies have to show, like they're always running this on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul,
Right.
where it's like they have to show a scene that is cold,
Yes.
but they are in New Mexico. And in
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I always kind of like it's the magic of movies.
It's the magic of movies.
Is Jason Bateman funny? And
He's really boring.
this is what I know.
Hysterical.
He's made me laugh many times, but I
very-
can never tell if he's funny
In
or
real
if
life?
he's just really good at reacting to other people being funny. He's obviously a good actor, but like he's such a master of the reaction shot.
Yeah. His timing is so impeccable, and because of what he does, he's been doing so long, he's so great.
Right.
He's very funny.
Okay,
He's very
naturally
and
funny even off.
it was interesting, one scene I had with him where I'm walking up to his house, and it was kind of a serious scene, and he would literally bust jokes while they'd say action rolling, and he'd be like cracking jokes while the camera's rolling, and we'd go right into it, and we're doing the scene. I'm like,
Wow.
well, what?
And then he goes right into
goes
being famous.
right into
It feels
it.
almost sociopathic.
It kind of threw me. I was like, wait, we were just making jokes about
Right.
our lives.
It's kind of concerning. Okay, and the last question, I now ask this of every guest at the end of the dubious questions of Frivolous
Okay,
Report,
give
or
it to
whatever
me.
It's called. Are we gonna be okay? I just kind of look around the world right now, and I'm worried that maybe we're not gonna be okay. Can you tell me we're gonna be okay?
I would say, if you can live in Canada or another country,
Okay. Duly noted.
not bad.
Okay.
Not a bad option.
That was not a positive.
I would say not a bad option.
That was.
I
I'm glad
think
this is pure evil. Okay.
I'm an optimist.
Yes, I can tell. I can tell.
I always believe that yes, the
Right,
good
it's
is
gonna be
gonna,
okay.
yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Thank you for
yeah,
pulling me back from the brink.
I think things like this are inevitable.
We're gonna be okay
We're gonna be all right.
as long as we go to Canada.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a game. We have a new game. This is the first time I've ever played this game, so we're gonna see how this works. It's called Hot Potato.
Okay.
So Hot Potato is the way it works is I'm competing against you. This is like tennis. This is why it's better. This is why Hot Potato is better than golf.
Right.
Because it
Because
is
it's
mono,
instinctual and
Right.
it's one. Yeah. It's
Exactly,
fast.
it's on. One of us will be vanquished. What we will do is, I don't know the answers to these, so what we do. Hot
Really? Is
Potato
that true?
That's true. I swear, I can vouch for that.
Never done
I'm
this
an
before.
Honest, I've never done this. I've never done this, and I don't know these questions. I am an honest man. Listen, nobody on television ever lies about anything, so do
Right.
not worry. So my question is, so basically Hot Potato
Yes.
is we're gonna give like a category. They're
Right.
gonna get the category, and then like say the category is presidents. So I would say Nixon, and you would say Reagan, until one of us can't say
Can't
anymore.
say it any longer.
And then there'll be I think we have like 3 or 4 or 5 seconds maybe
You're gonna
if you
win
can't do
this.
one. Okay?
Okay.
Some of these are sports related, some of these are not sports related. That's what they tell me.
See,
This
I
shouldn't be
knew
hard.
you were gonna do this to me.
Yeah, it's literally
I knew you
members
were
of
gonna
the
do it.
Leitch family.
Yeah.
Members of the Leitch family.
You've got the
You're gonna get
earpiece in. You
smoked.
know the answer. They're feeding you the answer.
Unlike Alex Trebek, I have no feeling. So we even put Post-its here, so I would not be able to see the
Okay,
other ones.
all
Okay.
right.
Okay. So here we go. The first hot potato.
God.
category I'm
And
seeing
who starts?
for the first time. I'll go first. No, you go first. You go first. Because you go first.
I'll say my first thing.
Yeah,
You're gonna
and the
give me
answer
category.
is, here we go. List of people who have won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. The infamous EGOT.
I got to do all.
Just name one. And
they've
then
won all of them.
No, you name. Yes, the one that's named. won
Emmy,
all of them.
Oscar.
Grammy, and Tony. And here,
God,
I'll start.
Are you kidding me?
I'll
There's-
start.
yeah, start
It's the EGOT. I think this was. I don't know if he actually won one though. But I know the EGOT thing was made famous by Philip Michael Thomas. I'm not going to. He's not my answer. But Philip Michael Thomas, because he wore a necklace that said EGOT. I think 30 Rock was the one that. So I'm not going to say Philip Michael Thomas. I'm going to say
Tony. Okay.
Lin-Manuel Miranda. That's it. Oh man, I already
That's
lost.
a good one, though.
I already
dude.
lost. Okay, do you have one? I think to get the point, you have to be able to name one. Otherwise, it's
Alec. Tony, he might not have. Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin is incorrect. John Legend. John Legend is one of them.
Oh,
John Legend.
Grammy.
Yeah, Grammy.
He didn't do. He doesn't say.
But like some people win Grammys.
Oh,
for,
I
like-
know. The blonde guy that hosted. Yes, he has.
The blonde guy who
You know he's very funny, thin. I'm terrible with names.
Neil
blonde.
Patrick Harris.
Yes.
Neil Patrick. Oh no, he's not an EGOT.
He's
He's
not.
never won an Oscar. Never won an Oscar.
Oh, it's an Oscar.
This was a harder
See?
category for Hot Potato
My
than I was expecting.
God, tell me. Do you know one?
The other ones are easier. No, I had Lin-Manuel Miranda. I had it wrong. So
Do we know who it is?
John Legend. John Legend.
Oh, it is
one of
John
them.
Legend.
John Legend is one of them.
Okay.
Whoopi Goldberg, Mel Brooks, This is when I'm getting the voice in my ear, by the way.
Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg, yeah, she
what
won Oscar for
Grammy?
Ghost.
No, but what Grammy? What
She
Grammy?
probably did like a spoken word. Like Hillary Clinton won one for like doing a spoken word book. So I think,
This is good.
yeah,
This
maybe
is
the
good.
soundtrack for Sister Act. Who knows?
Okay.
Okay. So
Wow.
now those answers I was getting there, those were coming from my ear, but I'm not getting, as you can
Okay.
tell,
No, I know.
the fact that I got
know.
it wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna let you go first, and they tell me these are easier. Question 2.
Thank God.
States that begin with the letter M.
M.
Go.
Montana.
Missouri,
Maryland.
Mississippi,
Oh God. With an M?
it's gotta be time. Gotta be time.
No, come on. Wait.
Gotta be time. Wait, gotta be time.
Go.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go. That's time. Is that what's time for him? Montana? Did we say
I
Montana?
said that.
Did we say Montana?
Montana, Maryland, and Mississippi.
Oh. Okay, we both lost. Okay, we both lost. We both lost.
What's the?
Because I said Montana, that wouldn't
Yeah.
have on there. So it's Missouri,
Montana.
Massachusetts, Maine. Maine.
Jesus, New England.
Michigan.
Oh my God.
Okay, apparently we are terrible at that.
Wow.
Okay, last one. I think we are
swear.
tied in futility right now. So one of us is gonna. This is our mano a mano.
Oh, because we both
We both suck
yeah,
so far.
we both
so
suck so
we're
far.
gonna
Right.
get this one.
This
okay.
is fun. You know, I'm feeling really. My self-esteem.
It's stressful. I know. I'm feeling
feel
bad.
good.
Well, we feel like equally
Yeah.
bad. Okay, last one.
Right.
Athletes who have become actors.
Athletes who have-
become actors. Okay. Go.
Athletes who become actors.
Actors or serious actors.
Yeah. Terry Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw. Let's see. Athletes have become actors. The always popular O.J. Simpson.
Oh Jesus, O.J. Simpson.
He's not bad.
No, he's not. He's not.
And he's Nordberg.
Athletes who become actors.
I think I have to be able to say one if he doesn't.
Oh God.
2, 1. Okay. Now I have to come up with one. Athlete's an actor.
You know it.
LeBron James. LeBron James was He's in. He's
was
in
he?
Trainwreck. He's really good. He's good in Trainwreck.
You know, LeBron James gave a beautiful tweet about Ozark.
Oh no, yeah.
Cannot believe I didn't get LeBron James.
Oh, that's right. What did he say?
He tweeted that he loves the show.
I think I did see that actually.
And he said that Julia's a gangsta.
Oh yeah.
And he likes the birds. Yeah, so he's a big fan of
that's
Ozark.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
Jeez,
awesome.
okay.
All right. Well, so we basically discovered. I don't know who won that.
You won.
Other than
you got it. You got the last one.
obviously, the viewers obviously won that.
Jeez.
We nailed it. Trevor Long, by all means, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you
on.
so much.
The show obviously is Ozark, and the movie is Seeds.
Seeds, yes.
Seeds. So, and we could say, what's the best way for us to see Seeds?
Good question. We're in the middle right now. We're trying to get distribution. We have a sales agent,
Right.
so it's in festivals right
Yeah,
now. We
right.
just
Okay.
premiered in
Yeah.
London, so hopefully it'll get out into theaters.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad. Well, congratulations on that, and congratulations on Ozark. I'm
Thank you
glad
so much.
I got to call him a.
And tell your mother that I'll see her when I'm down in Atlanta.
Look right in the camera, please.
Mommy.
Look right in and tell her.
I'll see you in Atlanta when I'm out there next.
That was.
We'll hang out.
Okay,
We'll treat her back.
Okay, I didn't say that could happen. For what it's worth, thanks for coming on. Now get away from my family. Okay. All right. This
Creepy.
Yeah. Boy, someone says you are getting the Mark Wahlberg. Now say hello to your mother for me. All right. Thank you thank you for Trevor Long for stalking my mother, and thank you for watching. As always, come back to SITV or for wherever all of your Will Leitches are sold.